was in the gym. Felt like I was Superman. Nothing I couldn't do.
His mindset is just at another level. Things he do, videos with that mental weight, it's not normal strength.
This guy, Ronnie Coleman, looked like an alien. There was nobody that you could compare that to. Nobody had that. Pec line that was just, these muscle attachments that would go on forever, seemingly.
Ronnie took it to a whole nother level. A level that was somewhat dangerous, unheard of. But that's who Ronnie is. That's who he is.
Give me 7 of them.
Even when I was in high school, I was benching about 350. Yes, I was something that's been part of me.
The weight progression, pretty much it came in quality, not a big quantity. When I say quality, I mean muscle that I put on, it looks good and it flows, and it's all a lot of pure hard muscle.
The strength it was so above and beyond everybody else's.
Nothing I couldn't do.
We are gladiators. Gladiators, we're not your normal people. We don't do normal things.
Show me how this shit gonna be done.
Ronnie took weight training, strength to a whole nother level in the field of bodybuilding.
Everybody wanna be a bodybuilder. Don't nobody wanna bench press. Oh boy. They got the big boy.
Because I was so strong and I was so in control. I'm gonna do what I want to do.
never scared. Can't be scared. Got to be tough.
Looks like there's a party going on in your chest, Ron. What's going on in there?
Trying to get a little pump going here. A little blood flowing. Trying to blow it out. Get it bigger as you possibly can.
I think the people at home are probably scared of doing high reps. You've got to keep going. If you're not exhausted, you've got to finish the set till you ain't got no more.
You can't do no more. Finish it to the end. Another challenge. Square rip. 200 pounds, baby. 5 weeks out. Yeah, buddy! Hey, buddy!
Ronnie just does not stop. You know, he took that work ethic, put it into that body of his, trained crazy, and look what he did with it.
Let's have a look at the end result.
Let's see what we got going on. Yeah, buddy.
Dude, you were grinding for so long.
And then I lost. And I never questioned. He deserved to win, you know, but I always said, like, I gave the title to him, right? I walked away, and then I was backstage like, damn, like, what do I do? And it was just, it was tough. It was tough. I mean, trying to figure out your identity, right?
I saw you backstage, and I hate to use the word broken, but you were definitely just shattered. You were just devastated because you just won twice, because I just felt like, holy shit, this guy just took his whole life and chased the best bodybuilder on the planet, Ronnie Coleman, in the history of the planet and the history of the sport. And now he had a tough run, you know, and then you go in and you lose to Dex. And I'm sure nobody saw that coming.
You know, each year he wasn't getting much better than he was the previous year, so he was getting worse and worse.
And that was the talk before the show. If I wasn't at my best, I would lose.
And I just knew I could beat him this year. I knew it wasn't going to be on.
You don't show much emotion because it's just who you are, but I could just tell the energy was taken away from you.
It seemed that Jay, it was over for Jay.
What I realized, my body wasn't getting better, right? So that's when you're really like, after the show, not even at backstage, you're just like, wow, okay, what are people gonna think? What's my legacy?
Think about where you were at that time too, which is really, really crazy. Was that, you know, I remember Muscle Time, right? Was the big, and they had basically said that you wouldn't be in the top 5 because of kind of your, like, on the way out. And I remember it affected you because you kept bringing it up.
They weren't confident that I was going to come back. And I mean, I lost support of everyone, you know, people not believing in you. I was the victim of that. Everyone gave up on me. The question was, what's next? How do you beat that? I'm like, listen, I'm coming back. Make another run at this thing.
It was like end of December, and you said, I want to come out and train with you.
A lot of my career from the rise of second, like a lot of people around me, like, you're going to win, you're going to win, you're going to win. So it was kind of nice to go into that show. It gave me more drive and focus and determination to be better because we didn't know what the body was going to unfold like. We both never realized. And I've been there, I've fallen down, and I'm coming back to once again stand there alone. And there's a lot of people right now that doubt that I'm going to come back to do that. But there was a lot of people in the beginning that doubted when I was stationed second. I feel I give everything I can to the sport, and that's what they'll see once again in 2009.
But you didn't give up. That was the thing. You didn't give up. You went in and you said, I'm going to do this again.
Next year there's going to be another round, and we'll see what happens then.
You started to build your confidence as we got closer.
You know, I just went like guns blazing.
It was all that hard work, everything else, and there was so much buildup and so much pressure.
Coming, man.
everyone's like, Jay's never gonna come back. Even my own sponsors, some of them were like, I mean, even Flex turned against me, you know, Alan Donnelly, and like they weren't confident that I was gonna come back, and I had a chip on my shoulder about that. I mean, I lost support of everyone. You know, when you talk about someone's downside and, you know, people not believing in you, I was the victim of that. You know, everyone gave up on me except, you know, some of my sponsors and the people that were close to me that saw the progression over the time. Winning was a curse for me. Because I got satisfied very easily. Underdog worked better for me.
It did.
Always.
Spent 6 years trying to win that title and take it from Ronnie, and it only took him 2 years to give it back. And no one in the history of this contest has ever lost the contest, come back and reclaim the Sandow Trophy, and that's what Jay's trying to do.
Potentially, he could still win the contest if he got in the best shape he's ever been. But he hasn't done that for a few years, and you have to ask why he hasn't done that.
Yeah, you looked at the picture and you said to me, who's that? That was a very exciting point because everybody was just waiting, literally on the edge of their seats.
You don't realize what you have until it's gone.
Because I remember hearing gasps in the audience.
That preparation, being the underdog again, worse than ever. Like, I had never been that much of an underdog. Just in awe. Like when I took my clothes off and everyone's like, holy, you know, this isn't the same guy.
Show him.
I walked out on that stage that night. I mean, I knew right then, as soon as I took the step up, I said, it's over.
And then he reinvented himself in 2009. When he walked out, he just rewrote the record books with that type of physique.
This year, it's a whole different ballgame.
It's no secret, a lot of people in the industry wrote you off pretty much this past year.
Everyone wrote me off. Achievements that people say could not be done. I've done what everyone said that can't be done.
You know, that was a great feeling. I never had felt that before, even in 06. There's so much gratifying appreciation for that body and that preparation, being the underdog again, like worse than ever.
In bodybuilding, they love you, then they hate you, then they love you again. And that's kind of what happened, but it became even so much more monumental because when you won, it was like everybody was just like, people that even didn't, quote unquote, weren't your fans before, they're all like, holy shit.
I want to make the improvements and be better than I ever have. I want to see changes in my physique that people say that can't happen. I've always been against the odds. I've always been the guy that, you know, in the beginning they said I'd never be a pro bodybuilder, and then, you know, it turned into, once I turned professional, I was told I'd never be a good pro bodybuilder, and then, you know, I won one professional show, they said, well, you can't win the big one, and then I win the big one, and, you know, there's still always ways that people try to tear you down, but I know what physique that I want to build. I know what goals I want to accomplish.
You know, that was it. History was made.
I agree that they don't work out like I did. In order for me to attain the physique that I had to train real hard and real heavy. And the guys now don't do what I did, you know. You will rarely see me work on the machine. That's the trend now, so you don't have a different physique when you work out like that.
My only
regretting this sport right now is that 800-pound squat that I didn't get for 4 reps that I knew for a fact that I had in me, but you know, my mind said, let's do 2 and be done with it. I wouldn't change a thing. That's the only thing I'd change. I'd get 4 reps with that instead of 2.
We're gonna see what we can do today. I think I got the only machine in the country that'll do this. So this is lightweight, baby. Yeah, buddy. Get a warmed up.
I worked real hard to get to where I got. You know, as you can see, I'm still doing surgeries. Still paying the price for all that hard work that I've done in the past. I mean, the feeling is overwhelming. It's kind of hard to even describe, put in words, you know. I'm just honored, true honored to be here. You know, I'll train till the day I die. Because, like I say, it's a hobby of mine. It's something that I look forward to doing each and every single day. This is something that I truly love to do. I was put here on earth to do. And that's how I stay motivated. Because I love doing this. You got love for something, you know what they say? Ain't really too much of nothing you really wouldn't do to do it. Yeah, buddy. Lightweight, baby. Ain't nothing but for me. Another day, another dollar. Everybody has a purpose in life, you know. I couldn't have done anything else in life but this.
No matter what, I will be forever remembered.
I turned over and I see Sergio Olivia. He was so impressive to me because he had a shirt and he had a split here like a V and his tricep was humongous. He will come out like this. And I couldn't get my eyes off him. He looked so elegant. His waist was small. He was a weightlifter, the muscles like a rock.
former Mr. World, a former Mr. Universe, a three-time Mr. Olympia. He's going after Miss Sergio.
And they looked at him, the maitre d' didn't say a word. The place was quiet. They just stared and stared at him. He was absolutely, it was wonderful, fabulous sight you can imagine.
Oh, he's gonna come out now with his triceps pumped.
The plays that I took tonight, it doesn't matter 8, 9, 1, 17, 20, no matter what, I will be forever the myth.
I'm doing this because I can want to do it. When you wake up in the morning, you go to the bathroom, you brush your teeth, and you wash your face, you look at yourself in the mirror, you see yourself like tired, maybe frustrated or whatever before anybody else does, right? So I always challenge people, it's like, look at yourself in the mirror, like truly look at yourself and see and be honest with what you see. Do you see a person that's motivated? Do you see the person that's inspired, like encouraged? And sometimes it's okay to admit that, man, like I'm not okay today. But I have that opportunity at that given point in time to turn that around before the world gets to see me out there. And I think once we get to that level of consciousness, that's when we can start really getting to work. And it doesn't revolve around just bodybuilding. That goes with every walk of life. I always tell bodybuilders, I go, you know, do you think you can get better? And I usually won't force them to give me like the honest answer, not the politically correct answer. I want you to be honest. And sometimes they'll say, yeah, you know, I think I can. And to myself, I kind of just say, okay, that's cool. But every so often I run into a person that'll say, hey, you're damn right I will. Fuck yeah, I will. Or hell yeah, I will. Yeah, I can. And I tell myself, that's the type of person that's going to succeed. Have that one little thing I can improve on, that one body part, I'll be okay with that. And if that's like the goal, then hell yeah, you're gonna go kill it.
Having that mindset every day, just trying to be better than the previous one. But once I go up, I ain't going down. Gotta finish strong, man. Gotta finish strong every workout. You gotta come in here with a good focus and have pride and purpose with everything you do in here. And I guarantee you're gonna get results.
Everybody here, we understand the peak. And once you understand it, you know the way back to get it. Now, Brandon is going to be an awesome force to reckon with, because guess what? He now knows the peak.
All I got to do is improve upon myself, you know, for next year, and I'm going to be even more dangerous. And say if I came in this great champion in the beginning with, you know, perfection, then where do I go from there? If I can win a title and I'm not there already, then that makes me more dangerous. Because the bodybuilding is almost about beating yourself as much as it is beating the competitors.
It's hard to peak.
You want it bad, so you're gonna work to get it back, you know?
It's like, I got this opportunity to be away from my family, right? I'm spending all this time away. Why am I gonna be here and wasting my time? I need to give this all I got. I need to make sure I am trying to be 100% on every single day. It drives me.
Man, go after it. Don't let nobody take it away from you, man. Pursue it relentlessly and do what it takes to get to what you need to achieve.